take a look at the last part of Jesus' life, of the cross and suffering. We're going to focus on John chapter 13. In what came to be known as the Last Supper later on, Jesus had his last meal together with the disciples, where he performed a special ceremony. Jesus took off his coat and put a towel around his waist. Then he got a bucket of water and began washing his disciples' feet. This must have been such a strange and uncomfortable situation for the disciples, because at the time, although people of lower status could wash the feet of those of higher status, people of higher status could never ever wash the feet of those of lower status. Jesus said, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand." So the disciples had no choice but to leave Jesus to wash their feet. And the meal started again. Jesus knew what was going to happen soon, so he said, "One of you is going to betray me." Jesus told the disciples that he will be sold to the high priests and Pharisees. But the disciples did not know exactly what Jesus meant. They were just curious about who Jesus was going to point out. Jesus said, "It is the one to whom I will give this piece of bread when I have dipped it in the dish," and gave the piece of bread to Judas Iscariot. And when Judas took the bread, he stepped outside to betray Jesus. How do you think Jesus felt when he washed his disciples' feet and knew who among the disciples was going to betray him? After serving his disciples and being betrayed by one of the disciples, Jesus proclaimed a new command, to love each other as I have loved you. Jesus, a teacher, served and loved his disciples first. A person of high rank loved people of low rank. Jesus was telling the disciples to just love each other despite the rank, to just love each other even if one is betrayed. Jesus continued on and said, "When you love each other, people in the world will know that you are the disciples of Jesus." Guys, remember, the last moments of Jesus' life that he showed us were filled with service and love. Jesus invites us all to the path of love. I hope that all of us who believe in Jesus and pledge to be disciples of Jesus will go on the path of love that he invited us to. As we spend this week of Lent, let's always remember to love each other.